Hey, what's up guys? This is Matt here at Just for Fun. I'm going to show you another deck today. I'm sure you've seen this deck before in various forms. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's called Jeskai Ascendancy. This is a great deck to play if you want to alienate the people you care about and give yourself a giant headache at the same time. This is the deck. I actually am not taking credit for this list. I found this list online. This is a super budget Jeskai Ascendancy deck. This entire deck cost me somewhere around 5 tickets. So no excuses, that you can't afford a good deck. This deck, I have to say, it wins a lot in the Just for Fun room. At least it wins a lot. I think it's easily disrupted, so going into a big tournament, it might not be your best choice against a whole field of Abzan value BS rock, whatever decks. It's not going to do well against that. Although, good thing about this combo is that the deck is so consistent. I've not gone a game without finding the combo before I die. You can do it as early as 3, but most of the time it's like 5, turn 5. Extremely consistent, kill you on turn 5. Once you get going, once you get an Ascendancy in play, there's not much holding you back from winning. So that said, it's an extremely annoying and frustrating deck to play, right? Like, there's a million decisions and there's 10,000 clicks, and because every time you play a spell after Ascendancy, even with one Ascendancy out, there's 2 triggers after every spell, so that's 3 things resolving. Then you gotta untap and tap all your dudes, and on paper, in cardboard Magic, this deck would be a lot easier to play, but online it's a pain in the butt and it takes forever. So I have no sideboard for this deck, and the reason for that is because it's never going to game 2. Like, I've played a whole bunch of matches with this, and people tend to concede while you're going off because it's annoying for them to sit there and wait for you to go through the motions. And if they don't, once you kill them with it once, it's like you go to sideboard and then all of a sudden you get a message they've conceded the match. People don't like to play against this because it's annoying to sit there and have me play solitaire. So this is an annoying, broken, non-interactive, terrible card that it just shouldn't exist. It just shouldn't exist, this card. And hopefully in a couple videos you'll be able to see why that card shouldn't exist. Great thing about this deck is it allows me to play Treasure Cruise, which I love. Treasure Cruise, I was so upset to see it banned. It's just one of the most fun things for me to play with. It's like a fun puzzle, of playing cheap cards and still having them do enough to win. It's a cool card. So how does the deck work? Well, we have Mana Dorks in Elvish Mystic and Sylvan Caryatid. Caryatid is both your best and worst creature. Best because you can't kill it that easily, so it's hard to break up the combo when you have one of these in play. But worst because it can't attack, and that's your way to win, is by attacking. So how do we get there? Other creature is Heliod's Pilgrim. Rockstar card, love this card. Heliod's Pilgrim is here to search up Karametra's Favor to cast on itself in order to make it into a Mana Dork. Draw your card deeper into your deck. Trigger Ascendancy if that's out already. It does a lot. There's a one of Dragon Mantle as another cheap way to trigger Ascendancy. You've got Commune to find either creature or Ascendancy. We've got Tormenting Voice to draw cards and get you deeper into whatever you need in the deck. And the other combo here is Helix and Briber's Purse. So with Ascendancy out, let's say we cast Helix on, you know, whatever, Elvish Mystic. He can tap Bounce Bribers first, replay Bribers first for 0. It untaps him, triggering Ascendancy. He grows +1 every time you do this, and then you attack your opponent for 20. Twin Flame is a way to beat blockers, because basically if your opponent has anybody out to block, it just takes you a lot longer to kill them. So you save your Twin Flames for Mystics and Pilgrims to copy them with haste, to get another creature who can attack into play. As far as I know, there's not any man lands in Standard, right? You know, so that won't work. So you need something like that in order to actually kill your opponent. So you get it. You get how the deck works. Oh, mana base is, you know, mostly tri-lands, a smattering of basics, couple fetches, and a mix of the life gain lands. You know, this is just how I went about it, but you know, this is the cheapest way to build the mana base, and it works fine. I haven't had a color screw issue in any of my games between all the tri-lands, Caryatid, and Karametra's Favor. You're pretty good at fixing for mana. So that said, it could be easily disrupted, the deck, so I wouldn't play this in the tournament. Although it did win an Open back in November, and that's where I got the list from Star City Games. But I was just really impressed with it, how inexpensive it is. Maybe it was an Open, maybe it was an online event, I don't know, but I found the deck list on Star City searching for Jeskai Ascendancy decks, and I immediately love this one due to the cheapness factor. So if you really want to annoy your friends for 5 tickets or less, you can play this.